Fahad is my first certified risk management professional, RMP. I'm so happy for Fahad's success journey. He cleared PMP few months back. He became my facilitator. Now he's RMP. Gulzar, you are his coach. You took him from zero to end. So please, if you can take the journey.
Thank you very much, sir. First of all, I want to tell a little bit what I remember from his journey. Fahad and I have interaction on 22nd August. Sir Ahmed told me that Fahad is my facilitator for PMP. He wants to do RMP. So I have interaction with him. Hello, hi, and then we have started properly on 11th September batch, which finished on 28th September. And then Fahad, sometimes he was doing PDF mocks and sometimes disappearing. In November, then 9th November, he took the simulator access and he started properly. On 30th November. On 9th November, he filled the application and it was approved within 2-3 days. 30th November, he was given the access for RMP simulator. And in the month of December, he was fully dedicated. The crux of saying is that in 1 month, he did all whatever he made him RMP. And on 2nd January, he was risk professional. So, Fahad, how do you think, how was this coaching? How was the relevancy of the material, relevancy of the mocks, and what was your experience? Brief yourself.
Sir, first of all, thank you so much for making RMP. And firstly, actually, journey was started when Amir sir encouraged me to start RMP when I completed PMP. So because it was aligned with my experience and all that. So I started. Firstly, I was confused because I was so busy in my job that I could not start for a month. And in August, then I decided to get into it. And then in September, as training started, and still I was very busy with my job, and I was busy in job switching and these things. So that's why I could not start properly.
Right.
So then after 1 week, 2 week, I come to Sir Gulzar and Gulzar says that Fahad, आप कभी गायब हो जाते हो, कभी आप आ जाते हो. Then I decided to start it properly. So then in when my application got approved, then I firstly actually I was stuck with the domain mocks. These were topics, and due to which most of my time get wasted because these were actually book reading is very difficult for many
But we are
people
not
like
doing
me.
book reading. We are only going through the slides, which are only 100 some
Yes.
pages.
So these slides are also difficult for me, and uh, I completed. It took 2 months for slides and 1 month for whole other preparation. So
Right.
from this thing,
And what was
and
your score in the beginning when you were doing the PDF notes? In the beginning,
uh,
when you used to cry, sir, what will happen? This is the score.
in first mock, I remember, as far as I remembered, it was just 47%, and I was just
Hmm.
shocked that how I will complete that all these things. Then Sir Gulzar, and as you encouraged me that you don't need to worry, just focus on doing mocks.
And Fahad, what
So,
was the maximum score you were taking in the last 4 or 5 days before exam?
sir, in for last 4 or 5 days, it was 93 to 94% that I
93.
was getting.
So this gap between 45, 46 until 94, 95. So it took how many months? 1 month? I think the peak time you spent on the RMP, it was November, properly December, from
Yes,
after
sir.
30th November, once you get the simulator link access,
Yes, sir.
right?
In yes, I got properly in December because in November I was on site, and actually I have a rotational base job. So in December I
Mm.
was free, so that's why I was properly dedicated to get into
So
this.
what you will say to the listeners, viewers, that this gap can be bridged within 1 month from 45% until 95%.
Sir,
If
as I believe. Yes, sir.
So,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, I believe that RCA helps you a lot because in PMP, I also did a lot of RCA. So in RMP, I also did focused on RCA. I did detailed RCA after getting means 45%. I did RCA, then my percentage moved to 55, then 60, 70. It got improved, and then in the last week I was getting 80 plus 80% in first attempt. So all these
mm,
were due to impact of
mm,
detailed RCA
good.
and detail and discussion that I did with you during all these mocks practice.
So how was the
So,
experience in the exam, in the real exam?
sir, in the real exam, actually, let me tell you that most of the questions were relevant that I have already practiced, but there is one catch that, as I told you, that I traveled from Multan to Lahore one
Yes,
day before exam.
exam.
And unfortunately, I traveled through GT Road, so it was more tough, and I was very tired.
I can understand
So
that.
when I appeared in exam, so I
So
was my
it
mind
should
was
be,
actually not working.
if it would be 2, 3 days before, then it will be more convenient, more peaceful,
Yes,
satisfactory.
yes, and unfortunately, during exam, there
Mm.
was one break, and the proctor did not know about it. So when I
Oh,
took a break, then the proctor came into the room and he said that, okay, let me just lock the system. And instead of locking the system, he just
huh?
ended my break. So
Oh.
again, I have to sit, means I have to
So,
sit continuously for 2 hours.
oh, so you could not
So
take the break.
yes, that's
That
why.
was that was Proctor mistake. That's a big
Yes,
lesson that we can learn from it. Okay, that we need to tell him there's a break, and he need
Mm.
to provide us that break. Okay, did you put
yes,
that in the feedback when you clear?
sir. Actually, in the feedback, he just got sign on the paper. So I just signed the paper and
No, no.
just
When you give exam, at the end there is a option to give the feedback. Okay,
yes, sir.
okay,
I
okay.
think he forgot to get seeing the result.
He
That's why
passed
No
it.
he,
result.
That's important.
Actually,
He passed.
uh,
That's important. That's important thing.
yes, yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
till the end of exam, I was just confused that I knew that I will pass, but regarding score, I was confused because I, due to uh, you know, due to mind frog, that this thing happened with me. But in the end, I controlled it and I cracked the exam. So this was the whole thing.
so mostly the questions from which areas? I mean, they were more focused on project management, program management, and portfolio management was there or not?
No, sir, not just they focus just risk identification, risk analysis, not the project or portfolio, not in these things. And uh, actually, exam. If we talk about difficulty of exam, it was medium, means not so difficult. Exam was not so difficult, but they focus just risk identification, risk analysis, and some techniques of controlling risk, avoiding, mitigating these things. Most of
Good.
the exam from there, these areas.
So, how many questions were directly related to tools and techniques? Asking directly,
Not so much.
5 or 6,
Maximum 5 to 6, not more than that.
and success factors,
Success factor also not,
not more.
very very few.
Mm.
Success factor also 5 to maximum 5 to 6. More were a situational question. These
Okay.
were
Which
yes,
tool they were repeating in almost all questions, or most of the questions? Sensitivity diagram, tornado diagram,
yes, sir. Sir, actually, risk analysis they were repeating more.
risk analysis. And
Yes,
there were,
qualitative, quantitative,
uh,
and these techniques.
Sir, I want to just add here. that recently I have seen in the PMBOK 8 that qualitative and quantitative analysis, they have made it one process, they have merged it. So the tools, they are combined now. So I want to check the, you are a mute, sir. You are mute, sir.
Thing is that always PMI said one thing, and that was in most of the organization, quantitative analysis is skipped. Okay?
Escape,
Quantitative
yes.
analysis is skipped, they don't do that. And
Right,
that
sir.
is the maintenance even from ever. And even if you look at the PMBOK 8th edition, what they have done, they have actually combined many things, the processes which they think that were not necessary. Right?
Right,
You
sir.
remember old PMP? You did Gulzar old PMP, na?
Yes, yes.
You did
PMBOK
all,
6.
there was
Mhm.
49 processes. Now there are
Exactly.
40 processes. And in the
40%.
40 processes, there is, I love to say that PMBOK has many other things. Apart from AI, they did just like that. Instead of putting
Mhm.
here from this, they did like
Right,
that. Okay, like there is nothing much change. They called focus group, the process groups as focus areas, right?
right, sir.
They still have
Right,
the strategies that we need to look into that. They
right, sir.
did added sustainability as a new topic. Now that is an
Yes.
important thing.
Yes, sir.
They added the sustainability as a new topic. But if you
Right.
look into as a other things area, not so much. Qualitative and
Mm,
quantitative risk assessment is still there, but
mm,
in a different headlines. So if you
right, sir.
consider if giving the exam, you need to make sure that they are the areas. For example, if I look into your if I open Pembroke, here you go. These are the process groups. Okay. These are the
Right,
process
sir.
groups. So plan, identify, perform risk analysis. So they made it
Yes, sir.
perform risk analysis. So
Perform risk
perform
analysis.
means both of the areas.
Both are very
Okay,
yes.
both if so there is nothing change. It's not like
Mm,
you don't have to read that. You still have
mm,
to read that. You still have to master it. Changing the package does not change anything. Okay, that is very
right, sir.
Yes.
important. That is
Mm,
very important for those people who are preparing for PMP because qualitative and quantitative risk assessment is still the part of that. Okay,
yes.
and
That's right.
one more thing, PMP exam is going to change in July. Till the
Yes.
PMP exam changes, you will not see anything changes in any other exam. That has been Gulzar forever the PMI way. Okay,
Right, sir. True, sir.
that's an important thing. So when we talk about qualitative, quantitative, if you don't know the quantitative risk assessment, how you can be a risk professional?
Cannot be. Cannot be, sir.
How can you? This is an important thing. I used a very big assessment here. Okay, and if I showed you, even in the if I opened the book and I showed you, this is quantitative risk assessment. Identify risk, these are the tool. Okay, this is risk analysis. Just look at it.
Right, sir. Mm,
Data gathering techniques, then under analysis, probability impact, that is qualitative, simulation,
qualitative,
quantitative, sensitivity
quantitative.
analysis, quantitative, risk
Right.
decision tree, quantitative,
Right.
influence diagram, quantitative. So just a
Mm.
different package here. Okay.
Right, sir. But this thing I want to highlight that they have merged the tools and techniques
So it's the
for
same.
qualitative and quantitative.
It's like we people those who will look into that, just remember nothing changed.
Mm.
You still need
Right, sir.
to look into that. Okay, please
Sir,
continue.
we can say that before we were saying there are 6 processes in risk management, but now we can say there are 5 now. If qualitative and quantitative, they have
Not yet,
merged.
not yet. After July.
Not yet.
After
Ah,
July.
okay, sir.
After
Ah,
July.
okay. Okay, right,
Still
sir.
after July
Okay.
2026 because that was not truthful. Okay?
Clear. Clear.
See, anything else?
Okay, coming back to Fahad. Fahad, I want to know, did you see the Latin hypercube, LHC, or AHP related questions?
Yes, sir. There were not from Latin hypercube,
Mhm.
but from AHP there were question from
So
AHP.
LHC was not there
Yes,
because we are
not
we
there.
are observing that LHC is going to be obsolete from RMP. They are not no more using it. Okay, how many
Yes,
numerical questions were there and how
sir.
tough they were?
Numerical maximum two questions. These are easy questions,
They were
and
easy
just
questions.
maximum two questions. I was expecting more, but
They
only
were
two
not.
questions came.
Okay.
Yes, because due to engineering background, I am strong in numerical, but
Yeah.
unfortunately for
Yeah,
me
that's
only
that's right. Arithmetic and mathematics. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir,
How?
one was a tough question. That
Mhm.
was actually we have to suggest between two projects. And
Okay,
actually, I had already practiced that type of questions.
right.
So I just they remembered the answer and I just choose the answer because
Okay,
calculations were very difficult.
okay,
So
okay, okay.
Okay,
And
awesome. Fahad, one of the most important thing, you did RMP very quickly. What would be your advice to your batchmates? There are multiple people in the group. How they should perform? What is the way they can do it?
sir, if first thing first is you should be consistent, and if I was consistent, then I can do it more earlier than that. So you just need to focus on mocks and on RCA, and you should discuss the problems that you should discuss with your coach. And it was also my weak point that I did not discuss the my confusing points, and so that's why some questions I was still confused during exam. So you should discuss with your coach and you should good RCA,
Hmm.
and then you can crack it within a month.
Okay, then you can crack it. Thank you very much, Fahad. Okay, Sudha, you also did RMP. Sudha, your journey was the same as Fahad.
Yeah, it's most of the questions was situational,
Hmm.
and yes, but I did get numericals around 4 to 5 questions.
Okay,
Numericals was there,
okay, 4 to 5.
but mostly it was risk response, like situational based and analysis, risk analysis, and all of these domains were mostly covered.
Okay, perfectly fine. Thank you very much, both of you, for clearing RMP first thing. Secondly, Gulzar, making sure the people clear. And I wish you best of luck, all of you guys, for future endeavors. And 2026,
Thank you,
we
sir.
need to get 100 plus RMP, Gulzar.
inshallah, sir. Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
You're always.
Fahad.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Actually,
both of
me
you.
and Ma'am Sudha were in competition that who will pass first. But
Don't
I was
don't don't
because I
compete
was in
with Sudha. Don't compete with Sudha. She's a beast.
yes, sir.
She's a beast.
Yes, sir.
She sometimes
But that was my mistake.
she does sometimes does not sleep. I'm telling you, sometimes does not
Yes, sir.
sleep. So don't compete with her.
Sir, I
But at least
realized
can
later on.
he can take insight and motivation from her.
I
Yes,
did.
yes.
I
Yes,
You
did.
can take motivation from her, but
yes,
don't compete with Sudha. I'm telling everybody. She is my best
yes,
facilitator for a reason. Okay.
Mashallah, very
yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.